Hi, and welcome to the SparcStart TA Leader Series. Today, I'm thrilled to have a longtime industry expert and personal friend, Carrie Corcoran, join us today. Carrie, would you introduce yourself to our audience?
Absolutely. Thanks, Maury, for having me on your show today. It's great to be here again with you. Always a huge fan. I'm Carrie Corcoran. I am an employer brand recruitment marketing leader. I have over 10 years experience in the space building strategic programs from the ground up for companies large and small. And I am passionate about people and I lead with heart.
Great. And you have been a longtime fan and advocate for video. You understand the power of it. Why? Where do you think video can be used, should be used? What should people be doing right now?
Yeah, well, what amazes me is that I don't see many companies truly using video. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn every single day and rarely see like a hiring manager on video talking about the role that they have open on their team. And it just baffles my mind as to why companies aren't using video because it is such a great medium to meet potential candidates as well as to build their employer brand. So I would like to see more companies using video for recruitment marketing, as well as talent attraction, as well as in their overall employer brand efforts.
Uh, we see companies that they have a video or a couple of videos on their career site and they think they've checked the box, or they've got a couple of employee testimonials that they're putting out on social and they think they've checked the box. Oh yeah, we're doing video. We've got 3 of them. And that always surprises me. But you've been a real advocate for using it for talent attraction, not just employer branding, which of course everyone should be using it for employer branding, but for attraction as well. Talk about that. Where do you see the opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whether you have a large budget or a small budget, I mean, large budget by SparkStart, great program,
Or
and
small.
okay, or small. But if you don't have the budget, right, then there are just so many different ways that you can use video, whether you do have a large budget or whether you have a small one. And I think one of the easiest ways to do this, and I did this when I worked for a regional bank, is to do a pilot program with one of your divisions. Like, say your IT division is having a challenge attracting talent, and there's such a huge need there, and you're hiring so many different positions. Get your hiring managers on video, get them talking about it. I know in a study that you had posted before, I believe it was like 50% of candidates want to hear from hiring managers.
Right.
And so few companies or TA teams are doing that. And I don't know why they don't recognize that that's such a powerful way to attract that talent, because people like snippets and they want to see who they're going to be working for, what that person's personality is like, whether they're going to align in that way. And so I would just, I've built programs from the ground up with different companies that I've been with, and they've been very successful. And especially the pilot that we did, I mean, we had great success with that, and did a survey afterwards for the candidates who were hired and asked them, did you see a video? How many videos did you see? Did you want to see more videos? And the response was overwhelming with, the videos were great. It kept me engaged in the process. It really let me know like what I was going to be stepping into, and even to be able to meet some of the people beforehand just by seeing those videos and knowing what to expect like on that first day. They've already seen their personality, and especially the hiring managers and the leaders too in that department. So it was very successful.
Yeah, and I think too many companies get wrapped up in the idea that they've got to do professionally produced video. They've got to make a whole project out of this. They've got to bring in a professional team. And the reality is the quality of the camera on your phone is amazing these days. You can get absolutely wonderful video. And you doesn't have to be long video. It can be a short, just someone introduce themselves, who they are, a couple of sentences about what the job might offer, and encourage people to apply. I think hiring managers get frozen at the idea, oh, I've got to make a video and read my job description or something. It's like, no, 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 no. Please don't read your job description.
No, don't do
Just let your personality
that.
come through. Oh, God. I saw a couple of those that a company was doing several years ago, and I'm happy to say they went by the wayside. But as you've said, people just want to get a sense of the personality, that there's somebody real. And I think it really helps differentiate a job. As soon as, if I see a video of you, Carrie, it's like, oh, it's the job with that woman. I got, now it's something different. Now it's not just one of those job descriptions that I've seen out there. It's really easy. So did you find that hiring managers had video phobia? Where did they freeze up on you when you asked them to make a video?
Oh my gosh, they had so many phobias when it came to being on video. And I think, a lot of companies are requiring people to either be hybrid now or on site. And I mean, my experience was I did a lot of hand holding. I know some people don't have an opportunity to do that if they're not on site, if they're only virtual, if it's a virtual company and things like that. But I walked them through the process and we practiced together and made sure that they were comfortable before they shot their video. And truly it was taking, that job description, which is compliance related, and I hate job descriptions, that's a whole nother topic, and turning it into a job advertisement and just taking like the top three things in that job advertisement and saying, okay, just talk about these three key things on video, introduce yourself, like it's that simple. And so again, it was very successful and they felt more comfortable. I mean, some people would do 10 takes and we couldn't use them, but that happens
That's right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But overall it was a great experience and the candidates really appreciated it.
Right. And we find one of the biggest concerns for hiring managers is they don't know what's expected of them. They haven't seen these things, they haven't done them before. They don't want to look foolish, right? None of us want to look foolish. So if you can show a hiring manager several examples from their peers, and we always encourage, go out and do what you did, sort of the first batch of them, actually sit with someone, help them, give them some coaching, get, something that is appropriate, and then show that to the rest of your hiring managers. And it
Mm-hmm.
becomes, oh, Chris did this. Chris can do it. How hard can it be? I can do this. And that really helps a lot. Once they get familiar with what's expected of them, they are much more willing to come forward. So it can be work getting the whole thing started. But once you get it started and people get accustomed to it, then it becomes much simpler. It's kind of like interviewing. The first time someone does an interview, it's like, oh my God, what do I ask in this interview? After they've done it for a while, it's, oh God, here we go. I got another interview. It really does become routine again. What I'm going to end this with, what was the one tip you gave a hiring manager? If they were nervous or they didn't know what to do, what was the one thing that you found made the difference when you coached them?
Sure. I just told them to be their authentic self. Like one of the best videos that we shot at the bank was a branch manager who was talking about her career journey um and she cracked herself up in the very first sentence of the video, and it was one of the most highly used, watched videos, and candidates had, they loved seeing that authenticity. And so I think it's just, be you and let your personality shine.
Yep, yep, absolutely. We tell people all the time, they don't have to be perfect. And in part, if they're perfect, they almost don't feel real. None of us speak in completely grammatically correct sentences all the time. We interrupt ourselves halfway through. Go ahead and talk the way you normally talk. People
Exactly.
will understand it. Great. Well, Carrie, you and I have oftentimes gone on for long periods of time talking about video and so forth. And I want to keep this short to make sure we get the highest viewership we can. But if people are interested and want to talk to you further, is it okay if they reach out on LinkedIn and reach out to you?
Absolutely. I'm always happy to talk about topics that I am passionate about, video for recruitment marketing, 100%.
Great. Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you.